We're cracking some slabs, the HGA edition, and it's coming up next on Cheap Wax Chronicles. And welcome back to another video, guys. I'm Aaron, and this is the C-Dubs. Took a little longer break than I anticipated doing, but that's the way it goes. Back in the saddle for 2023 and ready to make some more videos. Today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to try and crack some HGA slabs. So as you know, there's been a big race to the bottom with all the grading companies dropping prices like rock. PSA is down to $19 for value bulk, $25 for value standalone, and then Beckett's down to $16 at a collector's club, and HGA is the same way. And I believe that SGC is down to like $12, something ridiculously low. But everybody is really trying to get to that low price point. And I felt like it was high time for me to resubmit my Alex Kirilloffs that I got from 2021 Inception and put those into some slabs from PSA and actually get them graded to try and display the rainbow properly like I really wanted to, because I wasn't very happy with how thick the HGA slabs were, and kind of I just wasn't really impressed with the HGA product after a little while. I was wowed by the labels, but after I sat on them for a little bit, wasn't really hot in the way they looked. So, but that's the way it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. As you can see, I have my rainbow here. I got all 6 of my Alex Kirilloffs. I'm actually not sure which one is the, so we'll probably start with the green and the base. But there you go. So you have your green, there's blue, magenta, orange, purple, and red. The only one I'm missing is the 1 of 1, and I probably will be continuing to be missing that. I have not seen it come up anywhere, so we'll see how it goes. But these are the 2 specimens we'll be working with today. And I have a very smorgasbord of tools that we're going to give a shot. And hopefully I don't end up like cutting myself and going to the emergency room. Or violating YouTube's terms of service by showing you gore, but we'll see how it goes. So I do have needle nose pliers, and I have just some tin snips. I have a regular pair of pliers. I have some pruning shears, and then I have a small Phillips head screwdriver and a small flathead rather, and then a small standard flat screwdriver to try and pry apart those slabs. So what we're going to do, this is my first time doing this, and that's why I'm going to start with this base, because these bases are plentiful enough where I can get a new one if I want to. But we'll take a look and see how it goes. So first, I'm interested to see how the tin snips works. So what we're going to try and do is try and get around here. So typically what I've seen people when they're trying to crack slabs, you try to go for the corners and get the corner broken first off. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and snap there. Oh, there goes a piece of it. And so there's, yep, so we've already got that one piece done. Let's go ahead and try to get that second corner done. Oh, pew. Well, there goes the slab, and also it just smells like, oh, that smells like, ABS. I'm not a huge fan of that smell. But yeah, so we got in there a little bit. Let's take a look and see if we can get our screwdriver in there and see if we can start prying it apart a little bit. Oh, and there it goes. It goes. So I'll take just a tiny bit in there, and then it looks like it just sort of snaps right in. So we should be able to bring this over, snap that apart, and there's nothing to it. There's your chintzy label, and yeah, as I suspected, it's just paper. That's so chintzy. But yeah, so we should be able to just go ahead and pry the rest of this guy open. And one last step is to get that guy off. And then, oh, we still need to loosen that just a tiny bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go just along the edge here. Loosen that a tiny bit. Probably would have been better if I had done it with the entirety of the slab versus doing with half slab and exposing the card. There we go. And then we're almost there. And then there's your card, raw and ready to go. And I don't see any surface imperfections there, so that's nice. That's good to know. And that's as simple as that, actually. I'm really surprised because I thought that they were going to be laser sealed, but it didn't appear to be sealed at all along the side. And maybe that's something they just don't do for the maybe they just don't do that for the PC ones and only do it for the gray ones. But and that's the other thing is I did this as a PC slab at the when grading was at its peak, and at this point I see no reason to slab a card if you're not going to have it graded. With prices being as inexpensive as they are now, you might as well go ahead and just get it graded. Especially if you're gonna, I mean, HGA is still not really hot in them, but if you're gonna do it, you might as well get it graded and not bother with the PC stuff. The only real additive for HGA, in my opinion, is to be able to do the custom labeling. But again, that's not. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, well, since I am now emboldened, let's see if we can get a second one out. So again, what we're gonna do. We're going to take that tin snips and we're going to just go right around the corner here. And we'll do corner 2. But you want to make sure you get in there enough to where you have some of the label exposed. Because you want to be able to get your screwdriver in there. So now what's going to do is we're going to go ahead and just see if we can apply this back open. There again. So you can see how easily that comes off. And this one, it looks like maybe it is sealed a little better along the side. But we'll go ahead and pry the top open. And that makes it a lot easier, I think, to do the top first. And then you can do the sides. But if you leave, instead of doing what I did earlier and getting rid of like pieces of the slab one by one and just going in there and actually grabbing it, and there the card actually just slides out without me having to take the entire thing out, which is really not indicative of the quality of the slab. But yeah, so again, just so cheap. I don't understand. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's basically, you know, really thin cardstock. Let's get some safety glasses in here next time. That piece of plastic definitely hit me in the glasses. So if you're going to be doing this, you probably want to make sure you have some eye covering. And then we can safely extract the green parallel from Alex Kirilov. And there we have those two raw examples. Looking pretty solid and looking ready for some grading. That's going to be it for today. Real short and sweet video. But I'm glad that that actually worked out the way I wanted it to. And I only had to use one set of tools. So until next time, stay safe and stay well. And make sure to support your local card shop.